What's up? It's your girl Tasha and I'm back with another video. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about protective hairstyles. Okay, a lot of us aren't protecting our hair, and I feel like when the term used protective hairstyles is not necessarily your hair you're protecting. And I feel like a lot of us know this, but it's like because we call it protective hairstyle, we just use that. But I feel like a lot of the times it's protecting something else, like protecting your insecurities. I don't know, I just feel like protective hairstyles are just not protecting your hair. They're just not. A lot of them are not, especially my hair. A lot of these so-called protective styles are ripping out your hair, causing so much buildup and damage that by the time you take them out, what was the point? You end up in a worse situation than when you started. For example, braids. Like, a lot of hair types can't handle braids. My hair cannot handle braids. If I put in braids right now and I go take them out, let's say 2 months from now, do you know how much of my hair is going to be on the floor? Not only that, I realized with braids, like even for me and a lot of people that I know and I see, and I also have daughters, okay, and one of them, I've done her hair in protective hairstyles, especially braids, and I had to stop doing it. And I realized after I stopped doing her hair in braids, her hair is actually so much better. Because one of the main things that I was doing was it was like causing an allergic reaction to her face, and it does that to me a lot. So when she told me that she didn't really like the braids anymore, that they were uncomfortable, I had to listen, because I was like, you know what, it's uncomfortable for me too, so it must be uncomfortable for you. Like, who am I to tell you to wear these braids? Just because it's easier for me for you to go to school, to have your braids in, and to get up every day and to do your hair doesn't necessarily mean that it was good for her. So I literally stopped doing the braids. If you see me doing braids in my hair, it's honestly for a look. It's for a break of always wearing my hair the same, because I was somebody who would wear my hair straight all the time. So because I wear my hair straight all the time, I'd be like, you know what, let me not wear it straight, let me protect it from heat and then move on to braids. But the braids wasn't working out, and the main reason why I say braids is because a lot of us natural hair girlies, we do braids, and not only is it breaking the hair, for even for me, I'm gonna talk mainly on my experience, because to me everybody's hair is different. And even with me, I have 3 of us in this house, we all have different hair types, and mine is the most loose curls, and then I have Kylie who's in the middle, and then Royal with the more thicker hair. So out of all 3 of us, I feel like Royal's hair will sustain braids better than the 3 of us, because she would have less breakage. She has much stronger hair than the both of us. I have the most weakest hair, but I have the longest hair. You know, when they say protective styles, I just feel like it's just a word to use as an excuse, because a lot of these protective styles are not protecting your hair at all. And even when I see a lot of these girls washing their braids, I'm like, maybe just you. Like, I know I was like, you know what, let me try to wash my braids, because I can't go a week without washing my hair. So I tried it. Yo, not only did it hurt, I was literally washing my hair like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, right. This is because when your hair is braided and you wash it, a lot of that dirt is gonna sit even worse. Like, now you just got the dirt upset, like you got the buildup mat, and it's more mushy, and then it's gonna cause like a bigger problem. Like, ugh, I just even feel like washing it with the braids in is not doing any good either. Not only that, it's like the pulling, especially when I would be sleeping. You know, braids are heavy. You know, braids are heavy. You're adding packs of hair onto your head. Me personally, I like to sleep comfortable, eh? So I don't like to have extra trouble when it comes to my hair. When I would put in braids, like you see, I had a video where I took my braids out My skin was having such an allergic reaction to those braids. I had all these little bumps all around my face. My head was just so itchy, and I did the knotless braids where I didn't even start at the root. I truly did not start from the root. I braided so much of my hair out, and then I added the braiding hair in because I was scared of the reaction to my skin, because my skin is very sensitive. So I wasn't trying to do all that. What I'm trying to say is that if you want to call a style protective, it shouldn't be also doing harm to your hair, like pulling on it, adding weight to it, so it will most likely break. Your hair will break if it's too heavy. If the braids are too heavy and you're putting it up all the time, half up, half down, all the way up, putting it up in that big bun. Even the hair in the middle has a lot of tension from when I would put my hair in like the big bun with all the braids. The middle of my head will have so much friction to it. I don't know. I just stopped saying that this is a protective style. This is just a style. This is a braiding style. If you're even keeping your braids in for over 6 weeks, no. But okay, let's say you have some really strong hair, okay? And some people's hair can manage these protective styles like braids. You still can't be leaving them in for so long. Like, where are we going past 6 weeks? Or we're going past 8 weeks, because your hair needs some attendant to. And then even when you take out the braids, from experience and from what I know, you can't just go straight to washing it. You have to really brush it out, brush out all the deadness with a detangle brush, and then do like a pre-poo. Like, you really have to treat your hair in between these braids, because if you're not treating your hair in between these braids, and I don't even know. Like, don't be like, I want to have some fast hair growth after I've done that. Like, that's wildness. That is crazy work. I do specific protective styles, okay? I am perfect. I am a heat girly. I put heat in my hair and damage the heck out of my hair. I haven't put heat in my hair though since the end of May, so I'm almost at 6 months, and I'm actually really scared to put heat on it, because I've noticed my hair has flourished so much ever since I stopped putting heat in my hair. So now I'm like scared to put the heat in my hair. Same thing goes for like braids. I'm so scared to do that because I'm scared of all the itching. I'm scared of the allergic reaction. I'm scared of the weight on my hair, because my hair is actually really thin. Like, it's not thick at all, and it can't handle pressure. Like, it can't handle weight. So that's why even when I would put stuff like braids, if I hear people say, oh, this took like 6 packs, I'm doing about 3, because I'm like, no, I'm not putting no 6 packs of hair in my head. Like, what kind of sleep am I gonna get? Like, what kind of break? It's not gonna protect my peace. I know that. I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to protective styles, you should really ask yourself the question, like, is my hair really being protective? Or am I just trying to like go some time without adding hair as part of my routine in the morning? Because I do know that life can get hectic and it can get super busy. So putting in a protective style like braids is very convenient. But if you're not really protecting your hair, like doing the in-between stuff and not putting too much weight into your hair and not too much pulling, because some of these people who braid hair, like they be doing it very tight, and their thing is that they want their braids to look the best on you, because it's about how the braids look more than it protecting your hair. So you have to be mindful of that. Obviously, you want your braids to look good. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna do braids, but no way is that called a protective style in my head. If anything, I know if I do these braids or I do any type of tight styling, I cannot keep it in for long. I've never kept braids in for more than 2 weeks, and in that time I was highly irritated for the most part. I feel like a lot of these protective styles, it makes you forget who you are, because one of the reasons why I've never wore a wig in my life, like I've never glued on no wig on my head, I probably just try one on for fun for like a second and I'll take it right back off, is because I didn't want to get all trapped in that not knowing who I was. Like, I don't want to be something I'm not for a limited time and then crave getting back to that look, you know. And that's like a whole nother topic. I really want to talk about these wigs and everything, but that's also a protective style where I'm just like, at the end of the day, it's not really helping with your mental, because now you're relying on that look of how you looked with the wig more times that you totally forgot about this natural hair, and it's literally just hiding under there, and you don't even know who to be in it. A lot of the times it's like, oh, I don't know how to style my natural hair. Well, how are you going to even want to style your natural hair if you've been styling these wigs and these braids and all these protective styles for so long? To me, a protective style are like twist outs. Twist outs that you actually take out after a couple days, not twist outs that you leave in for weeks on a time too. Because with me, when I do a twist out, it's for my hair to lock in moisture, and in that time I'm gonna rock the twist out. You know, why not? It would be convenient, you know, for a couple days. And then when I take out the twist out now, I'll also leave it out for a couple days. Between when I put in the twist out and I take out the twist out, it's like a week, maybe a week and a half if I stretch it. Like if I'm really busy and I'm like, you know what, let me do the twist out, I'll rock the twist for about 2 days, take it out, and then I'll rock it out for as long as my hair can actually look nice. But while it's in the twist, I make sure I moisturize it, and I make sure that I put in my curl cream so that after I take it out, it actually sustains some curls. To me, like twist outs, braid outs, anything that has to do with like a twist or a braid on your natural hair, you're not adding too much tension and you're not adding some more weight onto your hair. To me, that is protective. Like I said, the only thing that's really damaged me was heat in my hair. I use way too much heat in my hair. I highly regret it, but at the same time, it never really stopped my hair growth. It only stopped my hair texture and the life of my hair, because I've been trying to get it back, and it's doing pretty good. Like, it's doing pretty good. Some of it, you know, is dead from the straightening that I'm trying to revive back, which I'm gonna chop off some soon. Another good protective style that I really feel, you know, doesn't do as much damage are like Bantu knots, if you're careful. I used to put Bantu knots in my hair in high school, and I would do them way too tight. So I try now to not do them as tight, and I would take that out quicker than I would a twist out because of the friction of the elastics. And even on the elastics, I make sure to add some oil on it so that it's not pulling on my hair too much. But this is, to me, like, these are protective styles because I'm still embracing my hair. At the end of the day, if you're wearing a protective style and you only see your hair 10% of the time throughout the year, it's like, what's the point? Like, what were you protecting? You were really just hiding your hair. You're not protecting your hair. So after you hide it now, are you gonna rock it for as much time as you rock the braids or the wig? Or like wigs, they say wigs are protective styles, right? Like, because I don't wear wigs, it's like, can I really talk on it? But I remember when even my cousin, I would see her rocking wigs all the time, and then after a while I seen her with like no hairline on the front of her head. You know, she just got so used to wearing the wig and damage up her good hair. It's like, who cares if my hair is damaged? I'm just gonna put another wig on top of it. What? It's like, I'll see some of my friends have some really nice hair, and then summertime will come around and they're putting in bare bundles, and they'll be protecting like majority of their hair, but like that one piece that they'll leave out to blend in with the rest is getting kicked to the curb. Like, it's getting mashed up, it's getting messed up, and to the point where you just stop caring about your hair because it's like, oh, that part's messed up, so I'm just going to keep doing this, that, and the third to it, and then there goes everything. You can't get so caught up with a look so much if you really care about your natural hair. Like, if you don't care, like, you don't care. But if you say like you want nice natural hair, it comes with you realizing that, do you actually really want it, or do you prefer a look? Like, even right now, I really want to straighten my hair, especially because I want to take like certain pictures and stuff. Like, really, I want to take, like, I'm trying to figure out something right now, but I want to take some pictures for it. But I'm like, I would really like if my hair was straightened. So I told myself I'm not gonna straighten my hair until I get my new straightener that I want, and I get some good heat protectant. You know, I wasn't really big on heat protectant before, so that was my issue. And I've been looking up some great heat protectant, and a lot of you have been sending me options for heat protectants that I could use. So if you know any good ones, like, yo, just let me know in the comments like what you would suggest. I'm still looking because I really want to straighten my hair soon, but I want to get a good heat protector, and I want to also trim my hair. Even though I recently trimmed my hair last month, I just want to do a nice little trim first and, you know, treat it a little bit more, really go through it and be like, do I really want to do this? And, you know, probably try to straighten it. And I'm only gonna straighten it occasionally. Like, I'll only add heat to it sometimes, and I'll do it majority with the blow dryer. So I also need a new blow dryer because I had the Revlon and I used it a couple times and it just stopped working. So I was like, you know what, let me try and get another one. Even if I do use the Revlon, I could just do one pass with my straightener, you know. So like, I'm buckling down on that. So I just feel like a lot of you out there who are doing these protective styles, you really have to ask yourself, like, is your hair really being protected? When you take out this protective style, is your hairline far back? Are you losing a lot of hair? You're gonna lose some hair. Like, losing hair is natural. I lose hair all the time when I brush on my hair, but it's like, how much of your hair are you losing? Did you lose more than before when you put in the protective style, you know? So at the same time, when you're doing protective styles, make sure to protect yourself mentally, like innerly, that you're not relying on these styles to feel like you're beautiful. Like, a lot of these styles are just trying to replace your natural looks, and I feel like that's why I kind of just ran away from that, because I didn't want to get used to somebody that I am not and just rely on the braids, rely on the wigs, rely on the ponytail. I don't know if that's a protective style, which I don't think so, especially if it's super tight. And really check your hair. And I always say, pay attention to your hair and treat it. You know, you're not gonna stop doing them altogether. I know a lot of people do them for work and for school and for convenience. That's cool, but at the same time, don't use it as a crutch. I hope that, you know, you ain't pissed off at me after saying this, because, you know, for some people it is a protective style. So just be mindful is what I'm trying to say at the end of the day, because, you know, natural hair growth is not a hard thing to achieve, you know. But at the same time, you don't want to be doing the steps that are just not working out for you and that are causing more destruction than it is doing something positive. But yeah, that's it for my video, guys. Your girl's really hungry. I'm about to make some French toast. I baked some bread last night, so which whatever's left out of it, because whenever I bake bread around here, it vanishes so quick, you know. And bread is one of those things I thought I could never break. Your girl loves bread. Like, that's one of my issues. Like, I love carbs, I love noodles, I love bread, and I always thought I couldn't make bread. And I found this recipe online, and since then I was like, yo, I can't believe I can make this. So like, you could do anything as long as you make up your mind to say, I'm gonna learn it today and I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I bought my French toast with some raspberry toppings. I bought some raspberries last night. I wish I got peaches, because I saw this guy make this French toast yesterday and he used like peaches and he made a sauce on the stove or whatever, but I have raspberries, so I'm gonna try that. If you want me to talk about more protective hairstyles that you could do, or just show you some that are good for your hair, let me know in the comments. And you know, as long as I could do it, I'm gonna do it for you. But yeah, until next time, I love you guys so much.